start, let's lay back. Yay. Okay, cool. So you can keep your knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat, or you can allow your legs to go straight. Allow the palms to go up towards the ceiling. Maybe your knees touch. Start to tune into your breathing. Noticing the rise and fall of maybe the belly or the chest. Or maybe finding that slight ripple between the belly and then going up towards the chest. Notice what you notice. Without trying to change anything. Really just allow and start to take inventory here. Maybe starting at the top of your head and going all the way down the body. Stopping wherever you feel any dissonance, any tension. Or it could be the total contrast of that, maybe just recognizing how great you feel, how good you feel. And then if ever you kind of stop and invest and start to investigate, just notice that and then go back to the breath. Take a smooth inhale. And exhale out through your nose. Keep your jaws soft as you exhale out your nose. Anything that comes your way, just label it, acknowledge it, but keep going. Keep it moving. Start to think about your intention. Something that you want to cultivate more of. Bring it to your mind's eye, your third eye, right in between your eyebrows. And on your next exhale, release it, let it go. We'll begin to use our Ujjayi breath. A soft constriction in the back of the throat. Almost as if you're trying to fog out a mirror or a window. Using that constriction through the exhale and the inhale. Almost sounding like a Darth Vader breath or an ocean breath. We use this breath to remember to breathe, to keep us centered. And breathing like this, we can extend the inhales and exhales. So we can really do a lot with this type of breathing. In general, breathing, whatever type, is good during yoga. So we don't ever want to hold our breath. We'll take 5 more nice, long Ujjayi breaths. Slowly, slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your knees into your chest. And circle your knees in one direction. So give your low back a nice massage. Push your low back down into the mat. And again, notice what you notice. How does your low back feel? How do your hips feel? Are we still breathing? Take the knees to the opposite direction. No need to rush this, just going slowly, really feeling it out. Using your breath. Bring your knees to center. Hold on to your right knee and stretch your left leg down on that. Right knee comes in and then open it out to your right side. Place your left hand on the left hip bone. Relax the left foot. Maybe lifting the right knee up towards the side ribs and pushing it down away. Moving any which way really with that knee. And now bring the knee back to center. Hold on to your knee with your left hand and take a twist. Stretch your right arm out. So getting a little twist here for the low back. And also maybe lowering the knee down towards the floor, bringing it back up. Just kind of moving dynamically, finding your own unique movements, making it your practice. Come back to center. Knee into chest, flex through your left foot. So your left heel goes straight forward. Now brace the core. Lift the left heel off the mat. So just hover a couple of inches. Inhale, exhale, lift the shoulder blades off the mat. And now stretch your arms forward. Nice core activation here. And we're gonna pulse up and down. Exhale as we go up. Pause. Stay lifted. And then slowly exhale, lower yourself down. Right knee stretches down and then left knee comes in. Knee to chest, kind of wiggle it back and forth here. And then slowly open the knee out to the left. Right hand can be placed right on top of the right hip bone, anchoring the right side of the body. And then again, maybe moving your left knee up and down towards the left side, away. Bringing it back to center. Place your right hand on your knee, take a twist, revolve, left arm stretches out. Exploring with that left knee, what it wants to do, what you want to do, what your body wants. Knee comes back to center. Take both shins and parallel them up towards the ceiling, so tabletop your legs. Brace your core so navel draws in and up the body. Place your hands underneath your head, maybe stack or interlace, whatever. Open up your elbows wide so it opens up your collarbone, your chest. Brace the core, exhale, lift the shoulder blades and then pulse here. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you lower. Keep the elbows wide. Stay up, stay lifted. Right leg stretches forward, left knee stays bent. And then reverse. So left knee stretches, right knee bends. Keep going. And then you can pulse. So it's kind of like rubbing your head and your belly at the same time. And then lower all the way back. You can rock side to side here. And then come back to tabletop shins. Interlace your hands underneath your head or stack. Brace the core. Exhale, lift. Stay up. Reach your arms forward, and then we're going to pulse. And lower yourself down. Rock back and forth. Come back to your breath if you've steered away. Place your hands underneath your knees. Using your core and the momentum of your legs, try not to use your neck and your head to rock forward and back. Giving your whole back a massage. No need to rush. And when you're ready, come up to sitting. And then meet me in all fours. Shoulders right above your wrists and hips right above your knees. Spread through your fingers. As you inhale, come into cow. Look forward and slightly dip your spine. Exhale, lower the head, press the spine. Inhale, come into cow. Open up the collarbone. Exhale, navel in. Keep going. 3 more at your own pace. Use your breath. I'll take one more. Coming back to a neutral spine. Press through the tops of the feet. So the tops of the feet is what is pushing down into the mat. Engage your core, and now lift, hover your knees off the mat a couple of inches and breathe here. Spread through the collarbones. Draw the shoulder heads away from the ears. And then lower the shins, lower the knees. If you need to reposition your hands so they're underneath your shoulders, please do so. I did. Again, brace the core, push through the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift your shins. Breathe here. Hug the outer hips into the midline of the body. And then exhale, lower the knees, lower the shins. Ready, one more time. Brace the core, lift up. Find your breath. Slowly curl your toes under, straighten your legs, push into a downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder distance apart or wider than shoulders. And pedal out your knees here, pedal out your legs. Bend one knee, then the other. Push the hips all the way back, away from your hand. And then slowly bend both knees and rest in child's pose. Forehead on the mat. Coming back to your breath if you've lost it. Straighten your arms forward. So extend them forward. Lift the elbows off the mat and slightly turn your hands outward just a little. So angle them out. Good. Spread through the fingers, push down through the palms as the elbows and the forearms lift. Slowly lift your hips up, curl your toes under. Let's get into that downward facing dog. So feel your palms pressing down as your shoulder heads move away from the ears. Keep the navel in, keep it braced. And then engage the thighs. Allow the heels to grow ever so heavy. 3 breaths here. Bend your knees, lower into a child's pose. So I want you to feel the hips pushing away from the hand. The core is always engaged and the thighs engaged, nice and firm. Again, let's straighten the arms, extend. Elbows off the mat. Push through the palms, curl the toes under, shift the hips back downward facing. Slowly begin to walk your hands towards your feet. Forward fold Uttanasana. Maybe your feet are a little wider than your hips. And bend your knees so much so your back turns straight and you can rest your chest on your thighs. Drop your head. Let your head just dangle. Grab onto your elbows and sway side to side, nice and easy. Maybe you shake your head no and you nod your head yes. Come back to center. Place your hands on your hips and then draw the elbows towards each other so the chest widens. Press down through the feet. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, lengthen all the way up. Walk up to the front of your mat. Feet are hips width distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Interlace your hands. Turn the palms up. And then lean over towards your left. Push down through your right foot. So keep it anchored. Find your breath and find your nice stretch here. center. Take it over to the other side. Again, push down through your left foot. Center again. Reach up through the palms. Soften your shoulder heads down, away from the ear. Slowly release. Let's take the interlace the opposite way. So the opposite thumb goes in front. Interlace up. And then bend over to your left. Back center. And center, release it all the way down. Firm the thighs. Draw the flesh of the buttocks down. Keep the core engaged. Arms are out to your side. Sun salutation C. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soft bend the knees on your way down. Fingertips to calves, lengthen up. Fold back. Plant your hands, step your right foot back. Pause. Runner's lunge here. Lower the back knee, flatten out your back toes. Draw the navel in as you reach your arms up for Anjaneya. So traction your legs, scissor your legs, pretending like there's a big ball in between them. So really grip. Find a stretch right in the right hip flexor here. Take a nice inhale, reach those fingertips up. But don't let your shoulder heads come up toward your ears. So soften them down. Good. Bend your elbows, and then maybe bend in that left knee a little more, and then inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Keep the belly firm so we don't inadvertently back bend. Inhale up. One more. Rise up. Actually, just kidding. One more. Maybe a tiny little back bend, but keep the navel in. Make it an intelligent back bend. Bring your hands down. Curl the back toes. Pause. And then slowly lift the left foot off the mat. Try not to make noise and bring it back into a plank. Ooh, tricky, huh? Again, draw the flesh of the buttocks towards the heels, engaging the core. Let's breathe here in plank. Keep the neck in line with your spine, so try not to have a lowered head. And then exhale, shift back downward facing dog. Firming both thighs on an inhale, lift your right leg off the mat. Keep your hips squared. Round the spine, bend the knee. Place the foot next to your right thumb. Low lunge again. Back heel comes down. Flatten out the back foot. Navel in and up as you reach the fingertips off the mat. Anjaneyasana. Breathe here. Scissor your thighs. Core engage. Bend your elbows. Bend that right knee. Inhale up. Keep going. Bend, maybe back bend. Keep it smart. Hands come down. Listen here. Charge up the back foot. Step forward. Fingertips to calves halfway. Refold. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Pause. Bring it down through heart center. Out to your center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips to calves lengthen. Fold back. Plant your hands down. Step your right foot back. Back knee comes down. Flatten out your foot. Plant the right hand underneath your shoulder, your right shoulder. Lift the left arm up. Square your hips. So steer the left hip back and the right hip forward. Again, traction your thigh. Find your breath. Maybe bend your top elbow. Wrap it behind your back. Draw the left shoulder head down and away from your left ear. How is your breath? Left hand comes down onto the mat. Charge up the back foot. Again, softly step back into plank. Gaze is at the tip of your nose, maybe looking a little at the top of your mat. Keeping the core engaged, lower the knees down, flatten the toes. Pause here, notice that my hips are not already on the mat. Right? The core is engaged. We shift forward, bend your elbows and slightly graze the sides of your body as you lower. Hips are not touching yet, and now they're down. Forehead down, hands on the mat. Inhale, just a baby cobra. Lift the heart up. Elbows press in towards the body, and then exhale, lower the head. We're going to take two more. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Curl your toes under. Press your knees down. Use your core. Hum up. And then all the way back, downward facing. Both thighs engaged. On an inhale, lift your right leg up. Round your spine. Maybe boost the foot up if you need to. Step it next to the right thumb. Back heel comes down. Flatten out the foot. Plant your left hand. Reach your right arm up. Steer the right hip back. And again, maybe bending the top arm, reaching it behind you, drawing your right shoulder head back and away from your knee. Your next exhale brings your right hand down. Charge up the back foot. Pause. Step forward. Fingertips to calves. Lengthen. Chest forward. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. Hands come all the way up. Fingertips trying to touch the ceiling. Pause here and engage the core. Draw the flesh of your buttocks down towards your heels. Now bring your palms to touch. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soft bend in the knees as you lower. Inhale, lift. Refold. Plant your hands down. Step back, plank. Modify chaturanga. Knees come down. Flatten out your feet. Pause. Notice how much core work this is. Shift forward, bend your elbows, graze the sides of your body. Your belly is not down on the mat yet. And then lower. Forehead on the mat, hands pushing down. Maybe you want to inch your hands back a little so that your wrists are directly underneath your elbows. Press the elbows towards the body. Take an inhale for a baby cobra. Press your pubic bone into the mat. Notice how it lengthens your lower back. Breathe. Core is still working here. Lift both hands off the mat. Keep pushing the tops of your feet down. Those are your anchors. Lower your head down. Place your elbows down, your forearms down, palms down. And then lift your head up and then position your elbows so they're directly underneath your shoulder heads. So they should be pretty close to your chest, to your body. Inhale, lift the chest, heart forward. And then isometrically drag your palms, your fingers back towards your chest, further opening the collarbones. Keep pressing the pubic bone down. Keep pressing the tops of the feet down. Exhale, lower the forehead. Place your hands down, curl your toes under. Maybe use your knees to bring yourself up or push directly up and back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Inhale, look forward. At the end of your exhale, step, or hop to the front of the mat. Fingertips to calves, lengthen up. Fold back. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Bring your palms down towards heart center. Again, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands down, step your feet back. Navel in and up, flush of the buttocks towards the heel. Bend your knees, flatten your toes. A lot of core work, shift forward, bend your elbows, raise the sides of your body. Belly is not down, not down, not down. Good. Let your forehead be on the mat. Stretch your arms to the sides. Pinkies up, thumbs down. Press through the tops of the feet, so engage the thigh. Inhale, lift the chest up, shoulder heads back. Reach your fingers towards your feet. The arms are lifted, and now lift the feet off the mat, Shalabhasana. Bend your elbows, palms down. Maybe this helps you find that lift on the inhale. Kind of seeing your palms go up and down. And then lower the forehead down. Plant your hands down, draw the elbows in, curl the toes under, press the knees down, or come all the way up and back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Allow your heels to grow heavy, your feet to be at hips width distance or wider. Take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift, shoulder heads press away from ears and fold back. Circle the arms up overhead. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands through heart center. Hands go down. One more round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands down. Step your feet back clean. Gonna mix it up here though. Lower your right foot, ankle it out to the right side. We're gonna come into modified Vashisthasana. If you'd like to come into classic, you can go ahead and get to it. Flatten out through your left foot, reach your left arm up. So this is one option. You're still using the core, you're still drawing the flesh of the buttocks down. Or you can straighten your bottom leg, flex through both feet, continue using the core. Or you can bend your left foot and place it, step it in front of you as a kickstand. One more breath. Left hand lowers, come back to plank. Plank can always be on knees as well, so it could be modified. You can lower your left knee, angle out your left foot, and then flatten out your right foot, come into modified plank here. And then we know our options. Come into classic if you'd like. Or you can use a kickstand. And then exhale, lower the right hand. Let's rest in child's pose. Big toes touch, knees apart. Forehead on the mat. Straighten your arm. Curl your toes, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So feel the length in the spine. And feel your hands pushing in so much so that it makes your hips shift back away from your hands. Nice. Take an inhale, look forward. At the end of your exhale, walk or hop to the front of the mat. Hands to calves lengthen, pause, stay here, use your core. Find the core and find the long spine and find the opening of the chest. Can you draw the shoulder heads away from your ear? And then exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Bring the hands down through your side. Down to your side, Tadasana. Allow your eyes to close here. Feeling the strength in this mountain pose that you've created for yourself. Feeling your roots going down through the earth. Grabbing onto the earth's core and then pulling that energy back up through your body. Both feet are pressing down, both thighs are firming. Flesh of the buttocks draws down. Core engaged. And to blink your eyes open. And let's turn and face Chatsworth. Yeah. Well, I won't be in front of you because I have to stay here. So I'll keep a good eye on you guys. Okay. So big, nice wide stance. Both feet are parallel. Your left heel goes out. So that means your left toes draw in a little bit. Yeah, perfect. You're gonna turn onto your right heel. Your toes go up and over towards the front of the room. Now we're at front heel to back arch alignment. Push into the corner edge of your left foot and then bend as you exhale into your right knee. Maybe you feel like you need to position your right foot a little further to the front. If you need a wider stance, do it. Pushing in through that back foot, firm your back thigh. And now lengthen your arms out. Come into warrior two. Gaze beyond your front middle finger. Find your drishti. Let's breathe here. The legs are working. The core is working, but try to find a softness in your face. Relax the creases of the mouth, the eyebrow. Create a soft gaze. 3 more breaths. As you inhale, reach your arms up, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend the knee, release the arm. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Maybe let's place the hands onto our hips and maybe we cut our stance just a little. So maybe you heel toe your back foot in. Bring your right hand into your right hip crease and push it back. So your front leg is straight, yes, good. Now lengthen both sides of the torso towards the front of the room. Reach your right hand forward. Bring it down onto your shin. Lengthen your left arm up, palm facing chaturanga. Palm facing the left side of your mat. Continue that breath. Stack your hand right above your shoulder. Yeah, good. And then activate the fingers. So pretend like your fingertips are gonna touch the ceiling. Find your breath. And then slowly push into your back leg. Rise all the way up. And then let's reverse it. Keep the front leg straight. Come back, hands to hips. And then come back to parallel feet. Slide the right heel out so the right toes come in. Turn the left toes up and over to now the back of your mat. Pressing into the right foot, bend into your left knee. So we're just doing the opposite side of warrior 2. Now lengthen the arms out. Keep drawing the buttocks flesh down towards the mat. Find your breath. Soften your face, your lips. Two more breaths. And if ever you need to straighten the left leg to kind of give yourself a break, please do so. On an inhale, reach your arms up, straighten your front leg. And then exhale, come back, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more inhale up. Good. Hands to hips. Left hand to left hip crease. And again, if you need to cut your stance, heel toe your back foot in a little bit. Left hand into left hip crease, cut your hips back. Lengthen out through the spine. Reach the left arm forward, then down onto your shin. And notice if you're reaching it too far down, notice that your side bodies start to curve. We don't want that. So lengthen, lift through the right arm, find your triangle pose. The back leg is still working, the right hip is still hugging in. Good, I hear that breath. Press into your right foot, come all the way back up to standing, and let's reverse it. And then come back, hands to hips, feet are flexed. Or I'm sorry, feet are parallel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward all the way down. Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands come down to the mat. Relax the neck muscles. Maybe walk your hands in line with your feet, or stay on your fingertips if they don't reach. Crawl your hands forward, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, refold. Again, here, pretend like there's a beach ball in between the thighs. We're still engaging. Hands come to hips. Slightly bend your knees and inhale, lengthen through the spine, rise all the way up. Good. Either heel toe your feet together or hop it in. Walk up to the front of your mat. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink the hips down, chair pose. Lift the toes off the mat, heavy in the heel. Find that breath. Bring your hands to heart center. Rotate over to your right. Maybe we bring that opposite elbow to the opposite knee, or we just revolve. I prefer just revolve. Come back to center. Lower forward. Fingertips to calves, lengthen, fold, inhale, rise on up. Exhale, chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Again, heavy in the heels, drop the sitting pose towards the mat. Rotate to your left. Maybe we stay rotated here, or we connect the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Either one works just fine. Come back to center, lower. Fingertips to calves, reach forward, fold, plant your hands down, step back plank. Knees come down, flatten out your toes, modify chaturanga, shift forward, bend your elbows lower. Inhale, baby. Fold, curl the toes, push up and back, downward facing dog. Both thighs are firm. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Round your spine, knee to nose, or boost it next to your right thumb. Stay here, back heel is lifted, and then inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the back knee. Square off the hips. So reach the right hip back, left hip forward. Bend your elbows, bend your knee, reach up, bend. Up. Pause. Back heel comes down. Warrior one. So you can always heel toe your foot out, your front foot to the side. Again, steer your right hip back, left hip goes forward. Warrior one, the hips are trying to go neutral. Straighten the front leg. Maybe cut your stance. Arms out to the side, palms facing behind you. Bend your elbows and maybe knuckles to knuckles. Maybe grab onto your elbows or maybe reverse namaskar. Keep lengthening up. Draw the navel in as you lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Right hip goes back. Left hip goes forward. Press into the big toe mound of the right foot. A big hamstring stretch here. So please, if you need to, don't lock out your right knee. Micro bend it. And then inhale, lengthen all the way up. Release the arms out. Lift the back heel, come back to crescent. And then flatten out through the hands onto the mat, step back. Let's go to downward facing dog. Both thighs are firm. On an inhale, lift the left leg off the mat. Round through the spine, foot next to the left thumb. Keep the back heel off, draw the navel in, reach the fingertips up. Back knee is bent to help to square off the hip. Maybe eventually you straighten, but it's not necessary. Bend through the elbows, bend and come back up. Bend, keep the arms straight. Back heel comes down, and then you can heel toe your left foot out to the side. Come into your warrior one. Steer the left hip back, right hip reaches forward. Maybe you get a hip flexor stretch here. I feel it. And straighten through the front leg. Maybe you cut your stance. Arms go out to the side, palms facing behind you. Already keep that traction in your thigh. Bend, and then pick whatever modification, whatever variation you'd like this time around. Lengthen up, square the hips, and then reach your chest forward. Parsvottanasana. Micro bend through the left knee. Find the breath. Slowly inhale, come up, release the hands out, lift the back heel, come back up, crescent. And then slowly plant your hands down onto the mat. Step back. We'll do a modified chaturanga. Shift forward, bend your elbows, raise the sides of your body. And then lower your head all the way down. Extend the arms to your side. Palms facing down. Take an inhale, come into Shalabhasana. So lift the feet, lift the chest, reach the fingertips back. Slowly, slowly reach the arms to the side. And then reach them forward. Lower yourself down. Hands come next to your chest. Curl your toes under. Push up and back, downward facing dog. On inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the front of the mat. Lower your head. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Wrap them around your big toes. Bend both elbows out towards the sides of the room. And please bend your knees here if they don't reach. Take an inhale and lengthen your spine. And exhale, lower. Release the toes, bring your hands to your hips. Elbows back, inhale, come all the way up. Feet or hips width distance. Pressing down through the feet, already engage the core. Slowly bend your right knee and then lift your left leg up and wrap it around. Yeah. Or you can use the opposite foot to kind of keep you here. Bend your knees, reach up. Keep breathing. Don't lose your breath. Bend your arm and wrap your left over your right. Lift your elbows up, push your arms away from you. Garudasana. Take an inhale, lengthen up, and step out. Bend your knees here. Press down through your left foot. Microbend both knees. Wrap your right over your left. You can place your toes down to keep balance. And lengthen your arms up, sit back. Take the opposite arms and place them in Garudasana. I think it's right over left this time. Lift your elbows up towards your shoulders. And if you can't get them to cross, bring your palms onto your shoulders. Lift your elbows up. Good. And then straighten out, reach up. Step back into neutral posture. Take a big, nice wide stance. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Place your hands onto your hip. Actually, place your hands onto your thighs
And take your feet, angle them out actually. Place your hands onto your thighs and then turn over towards your right. Stretch your left arm. And then get a nice shoulder and back stretch. Sink your hips down. Come back to center. And then opposite. And then center. And then opposite. One more, center. And then opposite. One more, center. Slowly heel to your feet in. And walk to the front of your mat. And bend your knees here. Lower the bottom onto the mat. Knees bent, lengthen through the spine. Lift your feet off the mat. Into both pose. Stretch your arms forward. Keep the length in the spine. So we're not sitting on our tailbone. We're more on the sit bones. And then bring your knees back up and slightly slant your spine. Lower the right foot, come back. Lower the left. Right toe, left toe. Right, left. Pause here, breathe. And then slowly, you straighten your legs, lower yourself down. Full goat pose here. And then lower all the way down. And rock side to side. Bend your knees, plant your feet on your mat. If you have a block, place it in between your thighs. Your toes are pointing to the front of the room. Press down through your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up. Grab the outside edges of your mat. Pull the mat apart. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you. Lift your chest up. Bridge pose. Press through the heels. Press through the ball mound of the foot. Continue your breath. And then exhale, lower the hips down. Again, press down through the inner, the outer foot. Lift your hips up. Maybe this time you interlace your hands underneath you. Stretching your arms out, walking your shoulder blades in. Still a lot of work in the legs, so really push down through the heels. And release the interlace, lower the hips down. One more for good measure. Press down through the feet, lift the hips up, interlace, change the interlace, opposite thumb on top. Walk the shoulder blades underneath.
And then exhale, lower the hips down. Take the feet out as wide as the mat. Release the arms out so they're not beside you, and then windshield wipe your knees side to side. The next time your knees go to your left, keep them there. You have the option to lift your left foot and place it on your right knee if that feels good. Reach your arms overhead. And then reach your fingertips towards the left side of the room, getting more stretch in the right side body. Continue to use your breath. Slowly come back to center, knees come center, and then knees go to the right, reach to your right. Both shoulders are relaxed on the mat. It's just the direction of the reach. And slowly roll onto your right hip. Come into fetal. Quickly press up. Let's open up our legs here. Coming into Vashisthasana. If you have a blanket, you can place it underneath your hip or your backs of your knees. Take your arms up and reach forward. Reach forward, place your hands down. Maybe you're on your fingertips. Maybe you bend your elbows and you lower a little more. So listen to your body, see what it's telling you. See how it's responding and how it's reacting. Maybe you want to bring your feet a little closer. Keep both sitting bones on the mat. Crawl forward, lengthen the spine. And then exhale. Come back all the way up. Reach all the way up. Rotate to your left, reach forward. And then drop your hands on the outside of the move down through your right leg. So don't let your right hip lift off your mat. You can reach your left arm forward. Turn the palm towards the heel and then bring your right arm up over the foot. That's an option. Use the top hand, come all the way up, back through center. Rotate to your right, reach forward, anchor the left hip, drop your hand. Find your fold. Tint your fingers and lengthen your spine. Maybe this time you reach your right arm forward, palm facing the heel, left arm up and over. Don't push your edge. Navel in as you lengthen up. Close your leg. Reach up. And then lower your hands on the outsides of your hips. Dandasana, staff pose. Flex through your feet. Keep the core in. Broaden out through the collarbones. Feel the shoulder blades pressing in towards each other. Lengthen the arms up. Reach forward, keep the spine long, and drop the hands out to the side. You're welcome to micro-bend your knees here. You decide your stretch. Soften your eyes and close them for our stretching. Tent the fingers, lengthen the spine. One more fold. Draw the hands back towards the thigh. Bend both knees. Bring your right foot underneath your left. Keep the left knee bent, lengthen up. Twist over to your left. Maybe you hug your knee or you place the elbow on the outside. Your left hand comes down. Take a nice twist. You're more than welcome to reach your right knee forward so you get more mobility in the hips and you actually get a twist rather than keeping your hips fixed. Each inhale, you lengthen the spine. With the exhale, you twist a little. Your next inhale, come back to center. Keep the right foot out. Switch. Right foot rest underneath the right leg. Sorry, left foot. Keep the left knee bent. Lengthen. Twist towards your right. Bring your right hand down and then whatever you want to do with that elbow or your knee. So don't be afraid to move your hips, to move your right knee forward. And steer your left knee forward, your right hip back. Sorry, right and left. Slowly come back to center. Keep your left foot out. And then slowly bring yourself all the way back. Knees are bent. Right ankle crosses left thigh. Flex the right foot. You can stay here or you can interlace underneath your left thigh.
Try to direct your right knee away from your chest. You can do it with your right elbow. Release the interlace. And then roll onto your left hip. Keep the same leg unit and come into a twist. Stretch your right arm out. Grab your right ankle with your left hand. Come back to center, both hips on the mat. Plant your feet. Left ankle crosses the right thigh. Flex the left foot. Interlace behind the right thigh. Draw the left knee away from the chest. Slowly roll onto your right hip, keeping your leg unit. Coming into a twist. Maybe grabbing your left ankle with your right hand. Come back to center, both hips on the mat. Come into happy baby. Grab the outside edges of the feet. Press the knees down. Rocking side to side. Being playful in this happy baby. Maybe straightening one leg and then the other. And finding whatever last pose that we've missed that you want to add. Bring your knees into your chest. Squeeze yourself into a tiny little ball. Lift your head, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then exhale, slowly release everything down, setting up for your Shabbat. Softening the center in between your eyes. Softening your lips, your jaw. Releasing the tongue. Relaxing the neck, the shoulder. The belly is soft. The hips really. Inner thighs relax. Feet splay out. Shabbat.
wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe take a nice stretch, your arms over your head, fingers to toes. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest, roll onto your right side, come into fetal position. Pause here for a couple of breaths. Push your top hand down and bring yourself up to seated. Keeping your eyes closed, you're having a soft gaze. Your hands to palm center in gratitude. On your exhale, bow into your heart. With thumbs pressing into the chest, this reminds us that we all come from pure love. Thumbs rise up to meet our lips to remind us to speak words of love. And the knuckles of the thumb press in between the eyebrows, our third eye, reminding us that we're all connected through the same pure love. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me, and thank yourself for showing up to your life. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Let me know if you have any questions.
Oh, that's a good class.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Awesome.
I didn't think I was ready for the after they cleaned up. It was really good.
Awesome. Great. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good job.